So, you got me still?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah,
All right, sweet.
my internet is like terrible today.
Yeah, mine's not working too well either. Hold on, let's set this up a little better. There we go.
Um, Congrats on making the 2025 World Tour with the Party Animals.
Thanks, man. Thanks. That means a lot.
Yeah, what was that tryout like?
It was a lot of fun. It was definitely different. I'd never, I've tried out for baseball teams all my life. And it's definitely out of the ordinary. But it was a lot of fun. It was different, like I said, but it was by far the most fun I've ever had on a baseball field before.
Uh, what it like? How many people tried out during the tryout?
So for my tryout, we had 18 people, but I know about 130 got the chance to try out just throughout the year. I think the Bananas held like six tryouts in different locations around the U.S. Throughout the year, and the closest one for me was Kansas City.
Sick. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we have an interview. This time with Sal Jacob of the Party Animals. Thank you for taking time out of your day to do this with me.
Of course, man, it's my pleasure.
Could you please tell me what your role will be with the Party Animals going forward?
So, talking to Coach Vava, I think my role would be an infielder, a utility infielder specifically. So just bouncing around between second, short, third, just kind of being a role player on the team in case, unlike God forbid, one of our guys goes down. They want a guy that they can bring back in and not lack in the trick play department and just kind of keep the energy going defensively. They want to see how I can compete up in the plate with a lot of these guys because a lot of these guys can rake. So I'm looking to try to be able to compete with these guys. But for the most part, they just want me to be able to fit in their culture, and they're looking on me for like a long term investment. Just kind of getting acclimated to what banana ball is like and really making a name for myself within this.
That's sick. What position would you most like to play, or is it whatever's open and you can get playing time?
I mean, of course, I just like to play, but I've been a shortstop my whole life. I love getting the ball hit to me, getting a chance to make something happen. But like I said, in college, I ended my career as a third baseman, moved around in the infield. But shortstop is where it's my home, where I'm most comfortable.
It's cool. I play second, so I feel you.
Sweet, yeah, middle infielders.
It's fun diving for
Yeah,
balls and making every play.
yeah, no doubt.
What made you want to try out for the Banana Ball teams?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really have like a desire to try out. I had heard of it when it started. I never thought I could even get the chance to. I wasn't sure if I was good enough or like outgoing enough to do it. But my head coach at my previous college, he just told me one day, he asked me if I was interested in still playing after not playing the whole summer, not picking up a ball. And he was just like, "Yeah, the Bananas are holding a tryout in Kansas City, and I thought I'd recommend you to go." And I just like was like, "Oh, well, yeah." It's just like it feels like such a unique opportunity that I know I would have regretted if I didn't do it. So
Cool. Coming out of college, at first was the goal to play Major League Baseball?
yes, for sure. Since I was a kid, I had always dreamed of making it to the big leagues. And just being on the biggest stage possible. And I think this is probably the dream because I mean, obviously, this didn't exist when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing about playing baseball is just going out there having fun. Um, my last 2 years of baseball, I've really learned that it's important to go on that field and play like you're a kid again because at the end of the day, it's a kid's game.
I feel like I feel like a lot of people that I've interviewed, it was their goal out of college to go straight to the majors and found that path. Why do you think that when they realized they couldn't quite make it to the majors, they kind of fell back into banana ball?
Because I think banana ball is a really good way to I feel like I see it a lot of as like a mental reset because baseball is such a mental game.
Yeah.
It's so taxing and draining on your mind. And I'm sure a lot of baseball players can advocate for that. So banana ball just kind of brings out the kid in you again and kind of lets you play loose and free because first of all, you don't have time to think. I mean, the game moves so fast, 2 hour time limit, so you got to get moving. So yeah, I think that's probably one of the big things.
Staying on the MLB page with the party animals, you're going to be selling out a lot of MLB stadiums. Is there a stadium you're most excited to play in?
Um, Probably Bush Stadium is my most excited. I'd gone to a few Cardinals games. I'm from Arkansas, so that's like the nearest MLB stadium. I'm a Royals fan though. Didn't this year we didn't get to go play in Kauffman, but that's all right. The Cardinals will have to do. But yeah, Bush, I'm definitely excited. My girlfriend and her family are pretty close to Bush, so a lot of them are going to be there at that game. So I'm really excited for that.
Sick. Are you going to try and go yard in an MLB stadium this year?
Of course, I got to. I mean, if I don't, then like I said, then just no regrets.
Besides Bush Stadium, if you could pick one to go a yard in, which one would it be?
Oh, it's a good question. Um, I'd say probably Wrigley Field. I think just something about hitting it over those ivy covered walls just would be surreal.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
What do you think the hardest rule will be to adjust in Banana Ball?
Can you repeat that again? You kind of cut out.
What do you think the hardest rule to adjust will be in Banana Ball?
Um, I think honestly the ball four sprint is mainly on defense because you got to be quick. You got to kind of have the situational awareness of where your runners are, how fast the runner is, and then you also have to know where your teammates are, especially on defense,
Yeah.
because you got to know who you're throwing to next. So I think that's the part that I'll probably have the most trouble with.
As a hitter, are you gonna try and use it to your advantage?
No doubt. Like I at my tryout, I had the opportunity to have a ball four sprint my first at bat when we scrimmaged, and as soon as ball four crossed the plate, I took off sprinting. And I think if you can have that situational awareness and just take off as soon as you can, whenever it's called, and get to second base as soon as possible is a big time advantage.
I don't know if it's ever been done, but would you try and go for a ball four sprint home run?
Um, I mean, depends. I mean, it really that would depend on how the defense handles the rule, getting the ball to each player. But I think I saw like Danny Hosley did it maybe last year or the year before. Um, so hopefully I can get added to that list. You never know.
That's sick. Um, is there a certain number of trick plays you want to do in the field this year?
Yes. So this is a big, tall order, but I want to be able to compete with Ryan Cox. I think it not only would benefit each other, but I think it would benefit the game as a whole. Um, Probably shoot for that. For me, I don't know how much playing time I'll get with the role I'm getting for my first year. So I think a good goal for me would maybe be like over 100. But of course, I like long term goal is definitely shooting for over that 200, maybe breaking Ryan Crox's record. So because I just think that would be so good to evolve the game of banana ball in that aspect, and just up those numbers each year after year.
That'd be cool. Kind of be like the home run chase in Major League.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt.
Um, is there? Do you have any signature trick plays that you've been working on?
Yeah, there's one, and I think I posted this on my TikTok a few times, um, where I'll go like a between the leg bounce, but not from behind. I'll go from the front and then like a behind the back bounce right after. And I've been able to do that enough times where I can do it pretty quick. So I think that could be a go-to in game, but got to try it in game. But yeah, so that's probably my go-to.
That's tough. That would be tough in game.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for in the 2025 World Tour?
I think just getting to meet a bunch of new faces. Obviously, starting with you, it was. I think that this kind of interaction, especially in person, is one of a kind, and being able to um, make someone's day by just either saying hi to them or something is really special to me. And my goal for 2025 is just to make at least one fan smile for something I did.
That's cool. That's a good goal.
Yeah.
How many fans do you think you will get to meet this year?
Hopefully, I can meet all of them, all 2 million or however many we're meeting this year. But obviously, like that's a tall order, but that'd be a good goal because I want to meet as many people as I can and just get to know the fan base.
Cool. What do you think the weirdest item you will be asked to sign will be?
Oh, probably I don't know. Hopefully, not a baby. If I get asked to sign a baby, then I don't know if I could do that. But weirdest item, I bet someone would bring like a literal banana. I bet
That'd be
that would be
sick.
weird. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
Being on the party animals now, do you have any cool party tricks?
Cool party tricks. I have been working on a handstand. My roommate, Blake, he big break dancer. He loves handstands, so I'm gonna try to have him teach me how to do some handstands and stuff. So I think that'll have to be my party trick. Um, yeah,
Sick. Can you officially do a handstand yet, or is it still work in progress?
I can. I'll do it every now and then randomly, try to beat my time from the time before, but I've been able to hold a handstand for like maybe 30 seconds on a good
Uh,
day. Yeah.
do you know what your best record is for a handstand?
Um, I think one time I was able to do it for like 50 to a minute. It was pretty sweet. I don't know what got into me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um, is there an MLB player or an MLB player, a Banana Ball player or a teammate that you're most excited to play with or play against in Banana Ball?
Um, I'd say I'm probably most excited to play. Is you're all right if I answer both
Yeah,
against and with? With, I'd probably most excited to play with Dustin Baber. Um, that him or Bryson Bloomer. One of my teammates at my college, he knows Bryson Bloomer, played college ball with him, and I've heard a lot of good things. And he's just the vibe he gives is super cool, super outgoing guy. And then Baber, he's just a wild guy. He's a ginger,
yeah,
and he just seems cool to be around. So I'm hoping, and I think they're like best friends. So it's kind of meet both of them. Play against, got to say Ryan Cox because um, of course I want to meet him, but I also want to beat him. Like I want to compete with that guy, not only make him better, but make myself better. Push myself to the limit, as well as push him. So yeah, that's probably those two guys.
that'd be cool. So Dustin Baby chugs a beer before one of his at bats in every game. Would you like to do that with him next year if possible?
Maybe I don't know if I could keep up with him, but I mean, if he's down for it, I'd be down.
Sick.
Yeah.
Building off that question, is there a signature walk-up song you're most excited to have?
Um, I think maybe this one song, Danza Carudo. It's a Hispanic song. It's just a super like upbeat, and there's a funny dance to it. Um, so I'm hoping I'm gonna try to pitch that idea to our organization and get some guys to do that. I have been trying to bring in a little bit more Latin culture into the organization because I want to try to give them something that they haven't really had a whole lot the past few years. So.
It's cool. For a walk-up song, do the players bring it up to the coaches, or do the coaches bring it to the players?
I think the player, like the way I've done it in college, is the players get to pick the walk up song. But I know there are some special walk ups that the coaches do pick, and our media team decides to pick.
It's cool. Besides your baseball talent, what skill that you have do you think helped you the most make the party animals?
Um, I wouldn't really say a skill. I'd say a little bit more of a personality trait. I think just my energy and outgoingness, and just being able to get along with everybody I was with. I made friends with everybody at that tryout, and it was like, and I still talk to them to this day, and it's just super cool um, to get to meet those guys. And I think just that aspect of being able to adapt to a new environment, a new game, and with new people, and be able to work with them is I think is a little strength of mine.
That's cool. Have you always had that skill where you can adapt, or has it come as you've gotten older?
I've definitely grown better in that ability. I learned a lot from previous mentors, just life coaches and previous baseball coaches on how to adapt to new environments and how to interact with new people. But I've always been like I've loved meeting new people. I love making friends, and so yeah.
It's cool. You sound exactly like my younger brother. In your Instagram bio, you have a cross and it says "I am second." What does being a follower of Christ mean to you personally?
It actually means a lot to me. Recently, like a little less than a month ago, I actually got saved. And I'm actually going to get baptized tomorrow.
Oh,
Uh,
congrats.
yeah, thank you. But it's meaned a lot. I've gone through a lot. Not only with just this new opportunity of being on the party animals and unique opportunity. I'm very thankful for it, very thankful to God for it. Um, and I'm just hoping I can use this opportunity to glorify His name and spread the word of God all around the world to those 2 million fans. But yeah, it means a lot to me.
That's sick. I got baptized in March. It was one of the
That's
coolest
awesome.
moments of my life.
That's awesome. I'm happy
Yeah.
for you, man.
Thank you. Um, so I have a couple of funny questions if you're down.
Yeah, of course.
If you could be one age for the rest of your life, what age would it be?
One age. Hmm. I'd say I'd say right now, 22. I think 22 I'm at it because I'm like getting pretty somewhat mature, at least I try to. But I'm also not a little babe, I'm not a teenager. So I think 22 is again Taylor Swift, feeling 22.
That's
So I
sick.
think it's a good age.
Um, would you go like closer to like 23 or 24 or 22 flat?
Maybe go to 25 so I can rent a car. That's the only thing.
You have to be 25 to rent a car?
I think for most places you do,
I thought you
from
had to
what
be
I've
like
heard.
18 to drive a car.
To drive one, yes, but to rent one, like in another city, I
Oh,
don't know. It's
wow.
weird. Yeah, their rules are weird.
So 25 and then you're done?
Yeah, I guess.
Is a hot dog a sandwich in your opinion?
um, I think it's a sub, like a submarine sandwich. It's I don't know. It's weird. I've heard a lot of different things. Because what was the other option? Like a hamburger or a sandwich?
Like, yeah,
Yeah. I think a sub because I mean one part of the bread is still together, unless you rip it like a psycho. But
I
but
appreciate that answer because I've argued
yeah,
with so many people about that.
yeah.
How many unread text messages do you have right now?
Oh, I think 155. A lot of them I think might be spam. I'm not sure. Sometimes I really am pretty bad at answering, but
Do you ever like set aside a day to just look through the unread text messages do you have or no?
not really. Never really thought about that. I just kind of leave them there.
I get a couple of them once in a while because like I'll text my friends and then I thought of texting them back, but I just texted them in my brain apparently. It's a
Yeah,
weird issue I have.
yeah. I think I do the same for sure.
What time is the appropriate time to wake up on Christmas morning to open presents?
On Christmas, okay, so actually, my family has a little tradition where on Christmas Eve we actually stay up until midnight, and then right when the clock hits midnight, that's when we open our presents.
Might have to bring that up to my dad.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's different. And then, but then normally, like on Christmas Day, we would wake up whenever we would want to. But if I were to do the traditional wake up on Christmas, I think an appropriate time is probably 7 a.m.
Really?
Yeah,
I can't get my parents until 8:30, but me and my brother get up at like 4. We play Fortnite until it's time.
Oh man, that sounds like a blast though.
It's so fun. He's not that good at Fortnite, so I have to carry. But
Oh boy.
well, that's all I have for you. Do you have anything for me?
Um, what got you into wanting to interview players?
That's a good question. Honestly, from a very young age, I've always loved like baseball in general. And one day I was scrolling through TikTok a couple years ago, and I saw this like video. It was a young kid interviewing. I don't know if you heard of it, but Alec Thomas on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah,
And I was like, dude, this could be a legit fun thing to do alongside of me playing baseball.
yeah,
And it was in March. I reached out to the first banana ball player, and it was Coach Viro. And then ever since, I've interviewed a lot of people, and it's been extremely fun.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
That's sweet. Yeah, that's pretty, I was just curious. And thank you. I just want to say thank you for asking me to do this. This was awesome. Definitely special. And I enjoyed my time getting to talk to you and get to know you, Isaac.
Thank you for joining me. It was really fun.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good holiday season, and hopefully, I'll get to talk to you soon.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Oh, I'm
Hopefully in
coming
person.
to the. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
No,
ahead.
you're good. No, you're
I'm
good.
coming to the home opener against the Party Animals in Arizona, in my state. So I might get to see you then.
Really, in Mesa?
Yeah,
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
because the stadium you're playing at is like 20 minutes from my house.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, well, you definitely yell my name and tell me it's Isaac. I'll probably recognize you if I see your face.
Yeah,
So and come say what up.
I will.
Yeah,
Maybe get a picture and post it on Instagram.
of course. Dude, anything you'd like.
Cool. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Have a good day.
Yeah, you too, man.